Another deadly incident in the West Bank. 15 years old Zaid Qaysia was shot dead during violent clashes between the Israeli military and local residents of the Al-Fawar refugee camp near Hebron. Hundreds arrived at the funeral. His family is mourning, and the masses are raging.
The occupation doesn't need an excuse to raid the Palestinian areas, camps, villages and cities. The language of the occupation is always blood, killings and displacement.
This comes one day after the killing of an Israeli soldier during a military operation in the West Bank. The two incidents mark a rise in tension after a relatively calm period. Violent spikes of this kind happen occasionally and usually calm down after a short while. But this time could be different. The calm in the West Bank relies on two main elements: the coordination between Israeli and Palestinian security forces and a stable, functioning Palestinian economy. But the reality is changing. Palestinian security forces claim that if Israel follows through with the plan to annex parts of the West Bank, they will no longer take part in counter-terrorism efforts. And after almost 3 months of coronavirus lockdown, the Palestinian economy is in free fall, and many can no longer provide for their families. Growing poverty, combined with a general feeling that diplomatic efforts cannot prevent an Israeli annexation of the Jordan Valley, could create a fertile ground for violence. Another Palestinian uprising in the West Bank doesn't seem likely anytime soon, but the air smells of fuel, and one casualty on either side could eventually ignite it.